BP shareholders will miss out on their dividends, so the company can set up a $20 billion compensation fund. The oil giant has bowed to demands from the White House to compensate victims of the massive oil spill. But the fund won't be the end of it. As Craig McMurtry reports, the company is still liable for any other costs as well.
58 days in, BP executives arrived at the White House to see the President for the first time. Negotiations lasted for 4 hours. Officials hinted that the company had to be pushed. But when it was over, BP had agreed to set aside $20 billion US.
This is not a cap. The people of the Gulf have my commitment that BP will meet its obligations to them.
It's to be managed by the same administrator who handled 9/11 claims and comes on top of clean-up costs, any environmental damages, and won't supersede countless lawsuits. After a separate private meeting, BP's chairman told reporters he could sense Barack Obama's frustration, and he had more bad news for shareholders.
The BP board has today decided that we will not pay any further dividends this year.
After a negative reaction to his first address from the Oval Office, where Barack Obama promised 90% of the leaking oil would be contained within weeks.
It's not the money, it's the idea of stopping the leak.
He said nothing but photo ops. All it is photo ops.
He now says 90% isn't good enough, though he also made it clear that he isn't out to ruin the oil giant.
BP is a strong and viable company, and it is in all of our interests that it remains so.
For the oil giant, money's flowing out as fast as the leaking oil. It's also promised $100 million in lost wages to unemployed oil workers. Craig McMurtry, ABC News, Washington.